Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I am going to do the collective for today. Today is Thursday. It is April 9th, 2026. You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. Whatever doesn't, leave it on the table for someone else. You don't need to take on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to use the rare Rebel deck, which you can unfortunately never find. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, you can't find it anymore, but it was out there at one point. Never. I found it somewhere. I'm so excited. I got a piece of clothing today in the mail that I ordered like 2 weeks ago, and I'm so excited because it's going to be a part of my whole summer wardrobe. I'm going to wear it every damn day. It's a jacket. We got one on the table, two on the table. Somebody's like manifesting like for something that they wish for in their childhood. No, not toys. Toys would be awesome. I still would love a complete set of like the Care Bears with the little plastic figures and the house and the car and the bicycle. Actually, I kind of had all that stuff when I was a kid. Okay, in my defense, I had it when I was a kid, and my mom and dad made us donate our toys. So a lot of the toys that I had when I was a little kid, I got rid of. The only thing I really kept was my Barbies. And then I had 3 Barbie dollhouses growing up as a kid, three different ones. And none of them lasted. They all got trashed because they literally got trashed. Like I used and abused those dollhouses. And I had my Barbies. And then my Playmobil dollhouse that I got that when I was like 14 though. My parents bought me the dollhouse for Christmas because it was pretty pricey back then. Was it like $199? I think it was $199. And then I bought all the furniture and all the little people and the cars and stuff. I used to love that thing. They actually, Playmobil brought it back in their like special catalog. I think it was 4 years ago. Because I think I was going through my separation and my divorce. I would have bought it. I would have rebought it. Just the dollhouse, because I loved the dollhouse. We got 5 on the table. We're going to do 2 more shuffles. Talking about toys. Hey, you manifest for whatever you want, man. I'm not going to judge. You're talking to the girl that collected Lego for 15, 20 years. It was a good investment. I will say that. It was a good investment. Even my sets that were opened and no box, I got a nice chunk of change. Okay, 2 more shuffles. Yeah, somebody might be doing like some moon magic, manifesting with the moon for some type of wish that they had when they were a child. For some, it might be as simple as when you were a kid, you came from like an abusive background and you had trauma, and you're manifesting to break free from the past trauma and future trauma. Like you don't like you don't want any more like you're done with the trauma. We got 6 on the table. We're doing 1 more because I don't know if that was 2 or not. 6 on the table. 7 with bottom of the deck. Okay, I'm going to set this over here. Ancestors, bottom of the deck. Deep desires, spiritual upgrade, protection at the top of the deck. Somebody might be I don't want to say upgrading, but like somebody might be working on their spirituality. Like somebody might be coming into it. Not that they weren't before, but kind of just like building it up a little bit more for themselves. And it's protected and they're protecting it. So if that resonates for you, like you would be protecting your peace basically so that you can work on your spirituality. But God, your angels, your ancestors, your dearly departed loved ones are in the background protecting you too. As always, gotta protect these damn humans because they don't know what they're doing. We got inner child. Hey, I'm human. I don't know what I'm doing. We got manifest. I think I just heard the cats knock something over. We got the moon. I came home and everything so far has seemed peaceful. I have not found one poop out of the litter box. I have not found one pile of barf. It's all good. All week it's been good. I'm shocked. Break free. We got gentleness and grace. They're going to hate me tomorrow though because I think I'm going to drive to the bookstore after work and pick up my book because I paid for it on Saturday. We got commitment. And bottom of the deck, we've got soul contract. So feminine, masculine, take how it resonates because it doesn't matter. And we got a couple things going on here. Okay. A couple little things going on here. So like I said, somebody could be manifesting, somebody could be using some moon magic to bring in some type of wish or fulfillment that they're seeking from their childhood, okay? Okay, I swear to God I turned my sound down and off. Well, apparently the silent mode wasn't on. We've got the inner child card, so like I said, it could be trauma, like wanting to get rid of all the bad energy from past trauma and calling in more positive experiences so that you don't have to have any more trauma. That would be nice, right? I think, well, and guys get in the comments and tell me what you think because I'm not saying as an adult I don't experience trauma, right? Like I've experienced plenty of trauma as an adult. But since I started my healing journey in 2023, I feel that like I've gotten a little better with my intuition and my discernment. So when I see something that isn't for me or I see a person that isn't for me, to escape as much trauma as I possibly can, I get the hell out of there. Like I leave that situation, I leave that person in the past, you know. Sorry, a coworker of mine is texting me and he's very strange. I feel like I deal with less and less trauma because I feel like I've gotten better at seeing it before it hits. Especially, I'm not going to lie, especially like last year, everything that happened with the coworkers and the guy I was in love with and my ex that came back and then the guy I met online that I think he cursed my cats. I, I think I've told you guys that story. But yeah, ever since everything that happened last year, like I'm not doing it. I'm not doing any more trauma. Like, I don't want any more BS from anybody. So, like, I was telling my one of my coworkers today, one of my friends, coworker friends. I said that I said to her, I'm like, this is why I don't talk to anybody up here. And she goes, but you talk to me. And I said, shh, don't tell people that. I don't want people thinking that I talk to people. I don't talk to people. And not that I don't adore her, I do, but when I say I don't talk to people, like probably the last 3 months or so, I've gotten pretty quiet. Like I like even my one good friend that I hang out with every day, pretty much all day. She's a little bit older than me. I've talked about her before. Um, I haven't told her anything really personal going on in my life. Not really. So, yeah. It's just easier that way. It's just more peaceful that way. And it's not even that I'm afraid she's going to say anything to anybody. It's just, it doesn't need to be out there, you know? It took me a long time to get that. Readers talk about that all the time about, keeping your private life private. And I don't usually do that with you guys because I always figure like if there's something to be learned, then I'm going to share it with you. Um, but like even my link tree with all my links for my YouTube and my TikTok and stuff, I took that off my Facebook like I don't even know, like 6 months ago, 8 months ago, because A, none of my friends were following me. And B, I just realized like I don't want them to. There are things that I post like on TikTok about my personal experiences. I post a lot of political stuff on Blue Sky Social. Like they just don't need to see that stuff, you know? Throw it out there for a stranger, lesson learned, fabulous. Glad I could help. But these people, no. No. I'd rather strangers. Is this horrible? I'd rather strangers look at my stuff than family and friends. Is that horrible? Oh well. And I had my link tree up there long enough so somebody could have copied it and kept it. You know what I mean? I would have no idea. I would have no idea. I had that link tree up there for probably like 2 years. And then I was like, you know what? I'm taking it down. Because Facebook was my personal stuff most of the time anyway. So anywho. I think that this is really going to allow somebody to put the past in the past, start fresh. Again, use your intuition, use your discernment, whether situations or people are meant for you. You're gonna learn to figure it out pretty quick. You're gonna want to give people second, third, and fourth chances. Trust me, don't do that. Don't do that. It's it's not worth it. It's really not worth it. Well, I shouldn't say that. You'll find that certain people like in your gut like it's not worth it. Second chance, third chance, hell no. And then you'll see like, maybe there's one or two where okay, like let's see what happens. Um kind of funny that we're talking about that because if you subscribe, in November 2024, I got into it with one of the ladies at work, told her I didn't want to be friends anymore, was really mean about it. Took me like 2 weeks ish to realize what an a-hole I was. Wanted to apologize, but she was not in a place to hear it. I actually had a couple of conversations with her today. And I was a little put off because I didn't think she was going to even talk to me. And my other friend, my good friend that I was talking about, the older lady, was on the other side of her. So the three of us were kind of powwowing. Um, and the three of us actually have something in common. Um, I don't think I told you guys, but we had two supervisors in our department and one of them got let go. He actually voluntarily left because he was being threatened actually with the loss of his job. So he voluntarily left. The whole situation was just just a bunch of BS. And the HR department really should have called in every single person from the department to see what they had to say about him and his character, because a bunch of us would have stood up for him, would have totally stood up for him. And it was funny because the three of us today were picking next to each other, and the woman that I, got into it with and haven't talked to in, a year and a half, she was talking about some issues she has going on with her in HR. And I said to her, I said, who would have supported you? And she goes, yeah, he would have. Oh, anyway, her and I were talking today. It was actually good. And so maybe I can kind of put it out there that I apologize, that I feel bad, and that I have felt bad since it happened, basically. Not that I would ever expect anything in return, but yeah, because I think she needs to know that at some point. You could have a soul contract, a commitment waiting in the wings, possibly already here. You would know better than I. Soul contract, again, doesn't necessarily have to mean like a lover or significant other. It could be a friend, it could be a family member, it could be your dog. Soulmates could be your pet, squirrel in the backyard, the cow in the field. Take how it resonates. I think whatever this soul contract is with whomever, it's gonna be something that you're gonna become attached to. Again, whether it's a person or an animal or an object, I think you're gonna become attached to it, and I think it's actually gonna do you some good with this just gentleness and grace. I think it's gonna soften you a little bit, because with all this manifesting, possibly to get rid of past trauma and to keep out new trauma, having a soul contract come in and being committed to this union of sorts, again, it's going to allow you to tap into that softer side that you might have been afraid to tap into because of all whatever else you had going on from the past and or currently. Okay. Because it's also basically manifesting to let go of BS from your past, BS that you have going on now, and it's going to allow you to open up and have space for something new. And I don't know why I'm being called to say this. I don't usually say stuff like this because I guess I'm the like I just told you guys, I am the past queen of second, third, and fourth chances. Um, I'm just being called to say with whatever this soul contract, whomever this soul contract is, not everything is perfect. Not everyone is perfect, right? We're all human. Situations are not perfect. The world is what it is. So don't expect another person, don't expect another situation to be perfect. And obviously, use your intuition and your discernment in regards to red flags. I was just I think I was talking to myself in the car this morning. I don't think I was talking about it on the affirmations this morning. I don't think so. I think I was talking to myself in the car because I was watching a reading that I missed for the night before, because my favorite reader keeps doing readings at like freaking midnight. And then by the time I get up, they're sitting there waiting, and it's like I'm trying to watch these readings. Um, they don't usually resonate. I just love his readings. So I watch my top three: my Gemini, my Virgo, and my Aries. I should watch Leo. The only thing is that the only reason why I don't watch Leo is my North Node, is because I know so many Leos. I know a lot of Leos. Like my mom is a Leo, my brother's a Leo. I know a couple Leos at work. So I don't. I should, but I don't. Because I always feel like the messages are gonna get crossed in there somehow. Not that I don't have discernment, it's just I also don't know that I want to watch it and then think of like one of my friends or family members or coworkers. So what was I saying? Red flags. There are red flags, and then there are red flags. There's red flags, and then there are red flags. So I'm just saying, like there. And was it last night I was talking? Was it last night I was talking about compromise? I can't remember. Like sometimes you have to compromise. Maybe that was this morning. I don't know. I'm losing it. But sometimes we do have to compromise, especially in relationships, right? Especially, I think I was talking about it last night in one of the readings because I was talking about the ex husband and gaming. Yeah, I think so. Because sometimes you do have to make compromises. Again, I would never compromise in a relationship with a person that's abusive ever. I would never do that, and I would never tell you to do that. But like I said yesterday, like I went to game night with my ex-husband and his friends, and then he would do things with me. Does that make sense? There was a compromise there. There was a melding of two worlds there. Um it's okay to compromise. That's not necessarily a red flag. Cuz I just want to make sure people know that, you know, like let's say you like to go out to eat at Chili's, okay? And you start dating someone and their favorite restaurant is Popeyes. You can't just always expect to go to Chili's, right? Like at some point like you're probably going to have to go eat at Popeyes with your man or your woman. It's not a red flag. It's not a red flag your person asking you to go to Popeyes when you only ever want to go to Chili's. It's called compromise. That's not a red flag. Do you see what I'm saying? Cuz not everything is a red flag. Sometimes, you know what I mean? So, use your intuition, use your discernment. Cuz whoever this is, if this is a person or a situation, it's not going to be perfect. Nothing is perfect. Nothing in this world is perfect. Now, a red flag would be like you get together with a man or a woman and you're dating for a couple weeks, and every night at 8 o'clock you call them and they know you're supposed to call, but they don't pick up. And then they do call you back at like 10:30 and they're drunk. Like you can tell, like they're inebriated. That would be a red flag. That would be a little bit of an issue. Are they an alcoholic? Do they have a problem? Can they not go a day without drinking? Do I want to be involved with somebody like that? Am I going to take care of somebody like that? Could they not just call at 8 o'clock before they get drunk instead of calling you after they get drunk? You know what I mean? Like that would be a red flag. That to me that would be a red flag. Take how it resonates. All right, I think I'm gonna leave it there. And I just saw something about like shamrocks. St. Patty's Day is over, sir. It's over. Yeah, something about shamrocks. You know what's funny is I did I wear I think I wore my Shamrock shirt. It's like a baseball tee to work because we had St. Patty's Day shirts. We could wear them like for 2 or 3 days. And I realized after the fact that I had a tank top. I could have wore my long sleeve work shirt with my company logo on it, and then I could have wore the tank top over it because technically we're not allowed to wear tank tops. But I could have wore it over the long sleeve shirt. I didn't see that till afterwards. Anyway, shamrocks. Something about shamrocks, maybe luck. If you believe in luck, I'm not really a believer in luck. I think everything is fated in destiny. That's just my opinion. That's just my belief. I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonates. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. I hope you all have a fabulous Thursday evening, a wonderful Friday, a great weekend, and I will talk to you later.